Down there, and he says, you won't believe what just happened to me. I was driving along there, and he says, I mashed on my brakes, and it went right to the floor. Didn't have a sign of a brake. He said, I almost fell over. He said, I didn't know what to do. And I said, well, you probably lost all your fluid. He says, darn right, wouldn't you?
Okay? Take care now. Merry Christmas. Hey, Billy, look at that. Look at that. They rolled out. Go back. Go back. Come on, back it up.
Paula?
What?
They just went out the gate.
Went out the gate? Kathy, stay right here, okay? Come on. Now we have a start.
Hot dog. You can come with me. We'll take the station wagon. Hey, we can get that car around
If we leave the road and cross the wilderness here, they won't be able to follow us. Machines can't go where camels go.
And then they can't stop us from finding the child.
Oh, King Gaspar, nothing can stop us now.
We need a sign. We need the great star.
You can't see a star in broad daylight.
Hey! 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 Look! Look! It's God's arrow in the sky!
That's a jet stream, man! It ain't no Christ child coming!
You're free now, Paul.
Free. Out here in the middle of nowhere.
You go your own way, or you can come with us. But if you come with us, you must believe as we do.
How can I do that, man?
By having faith. By putting the past out of your mind.
You think I can forget just because we're outside those gates?
Paul, it was not your fault.
I was the only one to get out. I let them die.
The chopper burned. How could you have saved them?
Yeah, well, I was a medic. And I turned my back on the dying.
You decide.
Hey, wait! Wait! Don't leave me back here. Wait! I know you hear me. You gotta wait for me to wait. Come on!
I was never in favor of doing a Christmas pageant with these patients in the first place.
Oh, come on, Jim. With their particular problems, this pageant could do them a lot of good. Call it cosmic therapy.
Okay, so how are you going to do a Christmas pageant without your three kings?
You just worry about running the hospital, okay? I'll find them before the pageant and before the police have a chance to frighten them.
I still don't understand how letting patients play out their fantasies on stage is going to help them manage their anxieties any better.
May I tell you what you were really concerned about?
Whether I like it or not, you're going to tell me, right?
You're worried about the flack when news of their escape reaches the public.
I shudder to think about it. The 6 o'clock news, mental patients at large, and with a camera crew right here at Ground Zero.
I'm more worried about my patients than I am about public opinion.
Well, I'm more concerned about you. Lately, you've been showing signs of being fraught.
I'm just tired, that's all.
Hospital burnout, I say. You stay too long at the fair. What you need is to walk on a beach for a couple of weeks, a deserted beach.
The lovely fantasy.
Took off over there! See anything? No, come on. Right over there.
They dropped these here.
Without a truck.
Not a four-wheel or anything. There's nothing out there but a lot of sagebrush and sand.
Road, huh? We can cut them off there.
Nah, they're gonna stay off the roads. Crazy roads, right?
Mr. Long, may I speak with you, please?
What do you want us to do?
Let's go down and take her.
Get me some shots of all that sand and sagebrush.
Oh, sure.
What do you consider to be the greatest single threat to human survival?
Nuclear missiles?
Human indifference. We read about death and violence on our front pages every day. We see it at night on TV, in the movies, over and over until we become numb, indifferent. Do Do you see what I'm getting at?
Not actually. But I do know something about human indifference.
Then you'll understand my request. Don't report this escape. At least not yet. Can you wait a few hours until I find my patients?
And let some other news team get the story?
Is that all this is to you? Is another story?
3 mental patients escaping on camels at Christmas. The 3 wise men. How often do
I'm
you get a
asking
story
is a few
like
hours. That's all.
that? This job is important to me. You don't know how important.
All right, then let me make it perfectly clear what we're dealing with here. All 3 of these patients are unpredictable. Tag, the youngest, is the most critical. Without regular medication, he's like a walking time bomb.
Why?
Why? How can I make you understand? If I say he's looking for love, who isn't? If I say he's depressed, who isn't? If I say he has low self-esteem, who doesn't? But in his case, he becomes agitated, sometimes suicidal. Can you see what could happen if this turns into a media event?
See the great star anywhere?
No. But we should look to the west. Which way is west?
That way. Toward Jerusalem.
That's L.A. You can see the lights. It's not Jerusalem, it's L.A.
No. Christ wasn't born in L.A. Born in Bethlehem. See, we have to go to Jerusalem to get to Bethlehem. What are you, nuts? Didn't you go to Sunday school?
What, you think I'm wigged out? You ought to hear yourself.
King Balthasar, I told you you must start believing. God has ordained the 3 of us to find the Christ child. We must give him gifts, pay him homage.
Yeah? Where does it say all that?
In our hearts.
You two are really something else. What if we don't find him?
If we fail, then all mankind fails. There'll be no love left in the world, no mercy. Christ's birth is the birth of hope.